what make it the greatest thing about the game.
Yeah,
It was fun to see on Dust when Jake was actually showing me an exploit that he'd already found.
Oh yeah.
And I hope those things make it into the game where there's some really interesting boosts you can take advantage of. Maybe even, I don't even mind if it gets so bad that at a point, it's just a plain exploit. But because leagues take care of that, like
Right.
for example, the crouch peeking that you were talking about. I mean, that was banned from leagues. If you abuse it at all, you're going to lose your round or whatever the rule set includes. But I mean, there was a time when people would just sit behind a box and they'd get really good at doing the little hop, and that would be the end of it, right?
Yeah.
But
sorry, I'm gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent right here, but
yeah.
I was really upset when I believe it was Cal season 17 or 18 when they changed the rules to where you could no longer plant the bomb where one single person could not access it, so you couldn't plant in the double boost spots, on like Cobble and things like that, and that really upset me. Like, I remember I was really mad at that. I thought, as unfair as it was when you got down to there, like, I thought that was a legit move, like you should be able to do something like that.
I liked when you could do it as one. You could get up there to defuse it as one person, but you had to do a trick jump to do it. I remember that made for some really epic moments on on Cobble where a player would they'd get boosted up and plant it out of sight, and then somebody would jump off the rail. And
I do remember that. I think that was in a video of some sort.
Yeah, it happened, and it was like one of those things where people were like almost knew it could happen and just like wished it would happen, and it sure enough, I mean, it happened in competitive play. I'm like, how cool was that? But then again, there's probably a million times where it happened and just frustrated everyone involved. But
yeah.
But who knows? There were some pretty epic things. Like I guess it was also like the pub we talked about when we were doing our last 1.6 commentary, where we were talking about the pub masters boosting through the floor and things of that nature. Right. They're just so cool. But
yeah, it was definitely amazing to see SK actually attempt that nuke defuse through the floor. But
and yeah, it's sort of one of those things when they're attempting it, everyone's like, "Are they gonna get banned for this?" Like. Like, is this gonna be like, is the game gonna be paused and like the refs called attention? I don't know. I think I was even watching that live, to be honest.
Yeah.
The good old days when there weren't rules made for everything, and you could just pull something out of your butt. And see if it was legal or not. They'd just make it up on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah. But so we'll see what happens in Go. But I think it'll be interesting to see once boosting is enabled. I think we can make some interesting content for relivetv where we're just running around and boosting people onto random places, seeing what people think about that.
Here's a big change right here. I actually wasn't really paying too much attention to. Look, this is where the box used to be. I mean, so that is just completely open now, so that, like, it looks like if you're on cat here, you just have a complete, just like, I mean, you can get behind that, but you're still pretty exposed from, like, the waist up, it's not like, in 1.6 where you have, like, just their head poking out over something and you gotta hit that one little spot.
Yeah, it has an opportunity for terrorists to like, boost on that, too, and boost peak. If that's even possible now with this game, I'm not sure, but
it'll be implemented.
Interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, in the future. Right now, you just kind of run right through your teammates.
Fun.
Look at that.
Well, that's something I think is decent. In fact, I've seen some modifications for 1.6 that allow you to run just through everyone. It actually makes for more fun pubbing because you don't get people just like blocking each other in corners and stuff just to be obnoxious.
Right.
But in a competitive environment, then they enable the like clipping, and you won't be able to do it anymore.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be no, like 16-bit or anything like that going on. There's, it doesn't seem like it's, you can tweak it really to like get the edge like you could in 1.6. Like there's not enough client-side variables to this game that would allow you to do something like that.
That's a big relief. I mean, I don't know if it's is a huge issue anymore, but I mean, it used to be with 1.6 that some graphic cards would like just not really render the smoke, and other people just exploiting the 16-bit.
I remember my old video card would sometimes glitch out, and I could just see through walls, and I would start wall-opping people and just getting hacks called on me, and just. But it was like, what are you gonna do? I mean, like, I'm not trying to cheat, but I can just see them, like, what.
That's brutal.
Yeah, also with the smoke trick, the where you can look down. I guess it's only on LCD monitors. I'm not sure, but
got taken out.
Sexy headshot there. Yeah, you could just like look down on the ground and see people's feet through the smoke and stuff.
Yeah, that gets exploited a lot now, and it's funny because I don't remember that too clearly from a long time ago, but.
Yeah, it's more one of the newer exploits I think that people found out more over the years.
Right. Wasn't there? I forget. You were at what was it? Vanland when you and Warren and who was else, like Tenji and Ron? Was it Ron?
Scourge and just the good old guys.
Yeah, I remember you guys got together and played some matches there. And wasn't after you or like in the middle of the match at halftime, didn't you guys like look over and notice that like two of your of the people on the opposing team were like 16-bitting and stuff like that?
Yeah, we took them out though, but yeah, that was funny. In fact, I have some interesting times when I was on. I was just like LANing, but not competitively. And you go on the computers at the LAN, and they had like hacks installed and everything.
Oh God.
Oh jeez. Did you ever? Were you ever tempted? Did you ever turn them on and take them in a pub or two?
No comment. No, I'm just kidding. I never did that kind of thing. I mean, I've played with people who would toggle on in pubs and stuff before, but not I. I was always super clean cut.
Matt the straight arrow.
I didn't even get those. Like, I can't remember what it was like. Not Xfire, but like something where you could watch demos with hacks on, and like occasionally people would get back banned for those, and they'd be like,
that was a X-Spectate. I remember I would use that to check, like for cheaters and scrims or matches, or it's actually really useful for while you're making CS videos, because you can get some pretty cool effects like wireframe stuff like that.
Wireframe walls and stuff,
everyone loves a good wall headshot op scene with like the wireframe going off. Those are always good.
Yeah, I'd love to see some more Jacob Farrell productions. Yes, good movies. We'll have to put that up on our YouTube channel sometime if you like, because we have some. What is this? Not super players, but special players.
Oh wait.
Dawn of Skills.
Yeah, Dawn of Skills. I remember. It sucks because a lot of I only have about like half of my movies. Because when I moved over some of my stuff, I lost a few files, and a couple of CS movies were some of those. But I still have the important ones like somewhere. Diablo 3 and Diablo 4.
I'm sure Warren has those. He's a hoarder.
He's probably got everything. Where is Warren this evening? Why hasn't he?
Well, yeah, probably. Making money. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, so I think we've had a pretty good look at Dust 2. Do you guys have anything else more to say about this map?
There's some cool burning cars and Humvees and stuff.
Which I don't like.
No, you're not a big fan? You can just throw some Molotov cocktails on there and just be like,
I don't mean to go on a constant rant, but the angles that they give, like for example, that car right next to you.
Yeah, this
right next to this plot, rather.
This isn't a very good closet, I would say. This is a lot. This isn't closet at all.
Like if you crouch behind that box, and you look at the door, you can see through that car at the DD, and anyone coming through there, I mean, they'll probably spot you, but it definitely makes it a lot harder. I don't know.
Yeah, because
it's not a clean-cut angle like you were talking about before.
Yeah. And I mean, if they're not hitting your head, they're hitting the car, which is reducing the damage a little bit.
Yep.
And you know, it's kind of a little more sources, so the wall damage is quite a bit less. Like I think you can actually take like a couple headshots through the wall and just, you know, dink dink.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess you have to learn to adapt to new things. So.
You know what?
So we'll be trying to do that in the coming weeks.
Yes.
Maybe we'll try to cut out some of our nostalgic 1.6 talk, but yeah, we're enjoying the game. I think it's pretty fun, and hopefully it continues to improve.
Also, you know, one thing I'm gonna add real quick here. I was actually I knew it was missing, but I couldn't, you know, like quite put my finger on what exactly it was. When you get hit by bullets, nothing happens. You just everything's the same. Your screen doesn't move around at all or anything. You know, like I remember, you know, if you get, you know, not even if you get gooshed like in 1.6, like your crosshair and stuff can move around.
Yeah, that's a good point. I totally forgot about that. It definitely flinches you.
It flinches you a bit maybe, but it also changes your sensitivity. I think we just talked about this the other day. But yeah, I hadn't realized that was missing from this game. That's a huge finding, actually, Jacob.
Yeah, no, it's not there in the slightest. It's just it feels the exact same as when you're getting shot at as when you're not getting shot at.
I wonder if that's... Go ahead.
I was just about to say, I wonder if that's might be the same thing we were gonna say, but in Source too, it would be, everything would feel ultra smooth when you were just in a gunfight, and I don't think it should feel like that. So maybe that's partly why.
Well, I was going to mention that I wonder if that's an aspect of the game that can be toggled on with when you go into competitive mode.
Yeah, I don't know.
These actually are competitive mode games.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Any last words? Not about Dust2.
No, sir.
No?
Wrapped up.
Well, I had a good time.
How was the steak, Matt?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. School's so busy, work's so busy. I think I salted it with my tears, and yeah, it was good, I guess.
T-bone and gravy?
Man, it was so good. Garlic is just good on anything.
Yummy.
Really. Garlic and steak.
All right,
That's all I
go out with some pro one clicks, and I